someplace to be. You're going to wait. You can stop doing things that are harmful if you can stop eating. Now, since we are people who are studying, we call doctors of medicine, doctors of the body, which is the most powerful machine on the face of the earth. The mere fact that I had a son 3 weeks ago. I was looking at him today. His eyes are all, not babies, they have no control of their eyes, so he's looking all over the place and bobbing his head all over the place. I said, this is amazing how you can go from a little liquid to this. In 9 months, you go from liquid, 10 months, right? Liquid to this, what I'm holding in my hand. And in 14 years from now, he'll be able to take care of me. While his head, I'll be still seeing the guy do it like this. Bobbing and weaving, who can't even hold his own head up because it's too big. So, I have some questions. Who can tell me what causes your heart to beat?
Phenylacyl node.
Uh-oh. What causes... Now, let me look at you clearly. Just in case I end up in the hospital one night. If somebody can't tell me what causes my heart to beat. I'm not good at drawing. I've taught from school for 5 years. So I have a habit of, these are like second nature to me. This is like my Han Solo. This is like my lifesaver for those who are Star Wars fans. Okay, tell me what causes this thing to beat. And no, it's not some pretty human being you've seen that makes your heart flutter. What causes your heart to beat?
The SA node.
Yeah? Anybody else have another guess?
What was that?
SA node.
Anybody have another? Wait, hold on. No, look. You can be brain dead and still be alive. You can't be heart dead and be alive. So if you're going to study medicine, you have to know what is the essential thing that's going to keep your patient alive. The Hippocratic Oath says, I will do no harm to my, what? What? Patient. If you don't know what's keeping your patient alive, then we got a problem. You say the what?
The SA node.
Okay, tell me how that causes the heart to beat.
Well, the SA node sends electrical impulses.
Where is it from?
Where is it
the
from?
SA node. Where does it start? Where is it?
Oh,
in the heart.
It's in the heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just said it. You said the answer. Go ahead.
It's in the right atrium. Well, I don't know. What did I say?
What causes it to beat?
Electrical impulses?
There it is. Electricity causes your heart to beat. Anybody watch ER? Come on, you watch ER. When somebody comes in there and they flat out and they flatline, what do they say?
Clear.
Clear, and they do what? Electrocute. Right? Now parents, mothers, did you get that electrical shock when your child's heart started beating?
I don't remember it.
Oh, did you? No? Now your heart starts before your brain is formed. Right? And you're in a little lump of flesh and you can go in about, what is it, a month or two?
I think you can hear it.
3 months. Yeah, 2 months they say, come on, let's go hear the baby's heartbeat. Now it's so common to us, we don't even take it as something serious. We take it as just, oh, let's just go hear the baby's heartbeat. But you have a thing that's a blood clot who suddenly has a heart pumping. And it doesn't complain. Your heart pumps every day, 100,000 times a day if I'm not mistaken, right? 100,000 times a day without a complaint. Doesn't say, man, oops, I skipped one. Doesn't say, I think I'm going to take a lunch break. No matter how hard you mistreat it, you sit down, you can sit down for 10 years, never jog, anything, it'll still keep pumping, keep pumping, keep pumping, and pumping, 100,000 times a day. Now, I love ancient cultures because there's something that was trapped in the heart that gives you the ability to fast. That when you go to bed tonight and you say, ooh, tomorrow I have to fast. There's something entrapped in your heart that gives you that ability. You might know what it is. Starts with a C, ends with an E. Nobody knows? It's essential to having faith. Huh? Calorie? No.
Conscience?
This word. Most ancient people thought your intellect and your courage was entrapped in your heart. They didn't think intelligence came from the brain. It came from the heart. And that's why we say, We even say things today. Stop thinking with your
Heart.
heart. Those are for people who are nice to people, right? You're a bleeding heart. And on the other hand, we say you're a cold heart. Or you're hard-hearted. If you're hard-hearted, you're going to have you're going to have to put a balloon in your artery. Now, courage gives you the ability to wake up and fast. Because it's hard. I've been Muslim 9 years. I was born and raised, I was raised Baptist. And from the time I went to Catholic high school. And until I became college, that's when I became Muslim. I was 21 years old. But I've been fasting for about 9 years. And then I'll tell you, my first Ramadan was probably the toughest thing I've ever done in my life. And it took a lot of forced courage to now have the courage, because it's the essentials of having morals and manners and etiquette is having courage. For instance, if you're in here, medical school is kind of tough for people. I have friends who are doctors. There are times when you hit this wall and you say, man, is this really worth it? Why don't I just go be a businessman? But it takes some courage and intestinal fortitude to say, I'm going to finish it out. Which also is called, courage leads to hope. So the only reason you keep going is that you have hope that something's going to be better. The only reason you're in medical school is that the hope that you will become a doctor or you will become something in the medical field. Now, the essence of having hope that for those people who sacrifice in this life by fasting, by giving your money to poor people, by working with people who are poor, is the fact that you hope at the end of your life you will get some type of reward. It's kind of like when you become a doctor, every 2 weeks you're hoping to get a paycheck. Some type of compensation. If you're a man and you go home, you hope your wife gives you some type of compensation called dinner. Hope. Or if you're a wife and you've been working hard out there, you're hoping your husband brings home some compensation called, I'm bringing dinner home, which is a good thing. So, to have hope and to have hope in what's going to come after means you have to examine yourself now, which is part of what Ramadan is about. For the person, I don't know who said it, I don't know if it's you who said that when people left, you said, oh, it's going to be a little difficult. That's how it is. In life, time goes by pretty fast when you have good company. If you're around good people, time goes by fast because you enjoy the company. But part of Ramadan is going away. The last 2 nights, we had this thing where people, it's called ittikaf, where people go to the masjid and they just sit. You just sit there. And you're thinking about nothing but God and your life. And what kind of life you're living. Because as Martin Luther King said, if a man has nothing to die for, then he isn't fit to live. Meaning, because you're going to die. But you might as well have something you want to die for. Because whatever you'll die for is your reason for living. Whatever your reason to die for is your reason for getting up tomorrow morning. Because human beings need hope. You're going to meet a lot of patients, cancer patients, people who are on the last step of life. And they'll tell you, when a patient loses hope, that's it. Because human beings need hope. We're not like animals. A dog can wake up, food, water, a pat on the head, I'm straight. He's shaking all over the place. Human beings doesn't work. We have to have hope that there's something better than what we have right now. Because there are going to be times in your life that are going to be hard. You're studying tonight. Oh my God. As soon as the test is over, you put that pencil down or you put it in your pocket, you feel the weight off of you. Then starts the anxiety. How did I do? And you know if you did bad. I used to tell my students, you tell me what you got. Because you already know. You know if you did good, you know if you did bad. And that's how life works at the end of life. You know what kind of life you've had. It's not a game. You know what kind of life you've lived.